Hello and welcome. So this is going to be a short releasing meditation practice on something that's stressing you out in your life right now. It can be a person, it can be money, it can be your living situation, it can be making decisions, it can be anything. And the way this works is, I want you to focus on just one thing at a time. So choose one thing that's stressing you out. And I want you to see if you can welcome all the images, the feelings, the memories about that particular subject. So close the eyes. It makes it easier to access. And see if you can welcome all those things, all the beliefs you have about that thing, all the effort you've put into it, all the time, all the images, the memories, and everything you've accumulated about that particular subject. Can you just let it run in this moment as best you can without trying to change it, without trying to understand it? This is important. We're not here to understand it. You've tried that, right? You've been trying that for a long time. And we're not about trying to work it out. So just let it be here without trying to understand it, without trying to change it, without trying to fix it. Just let the whole images, feelings, memories just run as best you can in this moment. And notice in your body any areas of contraction, tightness, particularly in the belly, solar plexus, and the chest. And again, letting that be here too, not trying to change it, not trying to fix it, not trying to understand it, not trying to diagnose it. Just let it be here. Good. And from here, I want you to imagine a little window and place that little window on the part of your body where you feel the most contraction, the most tension, the most tightness. And then once it's there, just open that window up, create some space. And as best as you can, is it possible to start letting that tension, that energy that's stuck there, can you just allow it to soften and start to move out through the window as best you can? A little bit more. And 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 a little bit more. See if you can allow this feeling, this tension, to soften a little bit more. And you don't need to struggle or strain to make this happen. All you do is just create space around it so that it can sort of relax and expand by itself. So just imagine that in your mind's eye, or however you experience that, is it possible to create space around this area? And a little bit more. And a little bit more. Good. Now, does this thing that's been stressing you out have anything to do with seeking approval from somebody else, trying to get their attention, trying to get recognition, trying to get love, trying to get acceptance from somebody else. And if so, that's okay. Just let that feeling, if that stirs something up in you, then let yourself be stirred up in this moment as best as you can. There's probably a lot of energy involved trying to get this person to appreciate you, say certain things, behave the way you want them to give you more love. And no matter what you do, what you've been doing, you're not receiving that, and it makes it frustrating, more tension, all these things. So can you let that tension be here? Can you bring it up? All the effort. All the frustration. And noticing where this frustration is in the body. Where do you feel the tightness when you think about this? And again, just imagine a window and place the window over that part of your body where all this frustration, all this effort, all this tension is, trying to get someone's approval. And open up that window as best you can, create some space, imagine space. And just as best as you can you let that tension start to move easily, fluidly out through the window? A little bit more. And a little bit more. And a little bit more. And a little bit more. So do you want to keep this feeling? Do you want to keep this tension inside the system? Or are you open to the idea of giving it space and letting it move out? It really comes down to a decision that you have to make. If you believe on some level that holding on to this tension and being angry at this person or whatever the situation is, if you think deep down, believe that that approach is helping you, you won't let it go. You will contain it, you will hold it, you will use it. No matter what I say, no matter what other people say, if you truly believe that it's helping you, you're going to hold on to it. But I'm asking you now, you have a choice. Do you want to keep holding on to that? Keep using it the way you've been doing? Or are you open to the idea, open to the possibility of actually letting that go and finding another way to deal with this feeling or to deal with this person, to deal with this situation? And if you're open to this new possibility, then is it possible now to let that feeling go through the window? Let that angst, let that frustration, that feeling in the body, can you just simply allow it some space and just let it move through and out through the window a little bit more? And a little bit more. 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 Just keep letting it go, creating space, allowing the feeling to move. And you'll notice that the feeling actually naturally wants to move. If you just give it space, it starts moving by itself. So just can you give it space and let it move by itself a little bit more? And a little bit more. Good. Now, noticing this particular subject that's been stressing you out, noticing any tendency to want to control it, wanting to control the events, wanting to control maybe other people that are involved in this project or whatever you're focusing on. And noticing if that stirs anything up in you, this idea of needing to control the situation or wanting to control it in a certain way. And notice if that triggers, again, contraction, tightness, anxiety, anything like that in the body. The idea that you have to control it. And in this moment, would you be willing to see if you can let that one go and see if that actually works out better for you? Again, it's kind of decision time is, do you want to keep doing what you're doing, trying to control the situation, control the people involved with this thing? Is that working out for you? Is that helping you? Does it feel good? And again, are you willing or open to the possibility of trying a different way of dealing with this? If you believe that trying to control the situation is helping you, then you won't let it go so easy. But if you're open to the possibility that, hey, maybe if I let go of trying to control it and give it some space and just let go some, is that it actually might turn out better. It may actually be joyful or fun to actually do it without that controlling element. So any feelings, and if you're up for this, if there's any feelings of controlling, wanting to control the situation, is it possible to simply let that feeling go? Let go of trying to control it. Let go of the idea that you know best. And again, it will be a feeling in the body. There's a contraction of when there's control involved. Is it possible just to let your body soften and let go of trying to control it? And some more. Just let the body soften. And some more. Letting go of any tightness in the body, in the belly in particular. Just allowing it to soften a little bit more. And some more. And a little bit more. Good. And can you notice the calmness that's here now? Can you notice the quietness, the peacefulness? Maybe it's not 100% peaceful in the mind or whatever you're experiencing, but is there more peacefulness here now, with you now, than before? And can you let the calmness and peacefulness be here? And are you open to the possibility that this subject, this project, can unfold without using anxiety, control, struggle, tension to get it done? Are you open to the possibility that this project can unfold in a way that feels good, in a way that flows, in a way that benefits everybody, including you? Are you open to that possibility? Good. So you can come back to this recording and do it on different subjects, on different areas. Again, it's best just to focus on one at a time as you go through. And if you want more of these type of audios, let me know, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.